Why don't most traders have this? Hi, it's Charlie giving you today's video. Well, what is it? What is it that most traders don't have? Well, it's this. It's patience, unfortunately. I've just been in London the last couple of days and chatting with many traders. It comes across that they want that sort of short-term resolution to their trades. They want to be able to get in and get out and then move on to the next trades. But realistically, as Warren Buffett has always said, it's patience that pays off. Many of the greatest investors and traders know this. They hold on to their winners for longer. So let me give you some information. To start off with, I think it was IG, the UK big broker, did some studies a few years back now, and they found that actually, although something like 75%, let's say around that number, of their traders lose money, their traders across they just studied all of their book of traders had an average 64% win rate. So they had a 64% win rate, and yet 75% lost money, were losing money. So what does that say to you? It says that and this is what all brokers say, is that traders run their losing trades and grab their profits too soon. So you can have a high win rate but still be losing money if you're every time you have a loser, you lose, let's say, 100, but every time you have a winner, you only bank 10, so to speak. So you're going to be losing money overall. And these sort of studies prove that. So we know this for a fact. It's not something that I'm making up. It's industry across the world. It's industry standard, whether you're in the UK with a broker or anywhere, that's what traders do. They have this natural desire to be right as much as possible, and for that reason, that's why they are looking for that higher win rate. And one way of having a higher win rate is to then not use stop losses, and that's how they can end up having a win rate, like I've just said, which is higher. But then what's the point in having that if when you do have your losses, you lose so much more? So that natural desire to be right as much as possible, again, feeds back into what I've said at the beginning, is having patience. If they don't have the patience to hold on to a trade, they're going to be wanting to be right. So the one thing with having patience to hold on to a trade is that you've got to delay that that gratification of banking the profit. Well, if you've got this desire to be right, well, the best thing you can possibly do is to bank the profit. And so therefore, most traders bank their profits overall too soon. And I'm not talking about every trader, of course. There are plenty of traders out there who are doing it the right way. But my point here is that generally speaking, that's what tends to happen. In fact, there was a study done quite a few years back now, I think it was in New York, where some researchers went around offering just random people on the street $10, and they would offer them $10, and then say, if you wait just, I think it was something like 2 weeks, then we'll give you $20. We'll give you $20, and it was a really high number that said, no, I don't want to wait. I'll have it now. And so that, again, it comes back down to our natural human responses. If you think going back thousands of years when we're living in very small communities, when you're not knowing when your next meal's coming from, that you'll take what you can get when it's there. And so that's hardwired into us. And so when it comes to trading, just like in this study, that people will take the money when it's there on the table for them, even like in this study, if they could have just waited, they would have done a lot better. And it's the same in trading. So people are more inclined to, our natural urge is to want to make that profit sooner, because it sits with our hardwiring. So as we always say in trading is counterintuitive to how we live the rest of our lives and to our hardwiring itself. And that's what makes trading so difficult. So we have to actively look for ways to trade which are actually counter to how we want to live our lives a lot of the time. And in regards to instant gratification and certainly wanting to bank profits. So we have to look at ways which are, painful to us in many regards with regards to delayed gratification and having patience in our trading. So hopefully that's given you some food for thought there today, just on even if on having patience. Patience spans many parts of trading. I've just picked on patience with regards to holding on to trades and not banking profits too soon, but patience also comes in from a trade frequency perspective. Traders lose patience with a market at times. If a market starts going sideways for a bit, then they're dumping that market and moving on to another one, etc., etc. So there are all sorts of elements of patience. By all means, do put on to today's video any other areas of patience you'd like to add, because I've only just picked on one there, but there are many areas of patience that we have to develop as a trader.